Please send all the students to the left side of the auditorium. We have empty chairs. Please come and fill. Teachers, please allow the students to pass. Please allow the students to pass. Please make all the students to be seated. We request all the students to be seated. Please be seated wherever you find a spot. Please don't move around.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of SIMUN Chapter 7. We're truly honored to have with us our guest speaker, Dr. K. Ramasamy. I request everyone to rise and welcome him with a big round of applause. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. Let's begin with a quick glimpse of yesterday's highlights. Over to the AV team.
Ready. Running with King Kong, bullets rain down like it's thunder. Ready or not, she got the Glock, she'll put you under. You know we game time on the front line till it's over. Deep in the trenches for ya, like a soldier.
How would you describe your experience in the committee so far, and how effectively do you think the discussions are going?
As I'm in a historical crisis committee at a point where UN did not exist, the discussions are very aggressive as the Axis and allies have a battle. It's a world war. What do you expect? The discussions are focusing on the particular operation and how it will be executed.
What aspects of the committee intrigue you the most, and which do you feel could be improved?
Geopolitical debates were especially thrilling, right? And it felt like solving a real world problem at the center stage of the world. It would be great if Simon were expanded to more such thrilling committees.
As a MUN delegate, what would you suggest for first-timer delegates to prepare for in upcoming MUNs that has helped you before?
Yeah, see, the entire point of an MUN is to act as the delegate of a country. So instead of researching your position paper and wasting hours on pointless speeches that you don't know the meaning of, instead personify the country and act as you think the country would based on its previous decisions, its values and principles.
What is your stance on the agenda today? So my agenda is regarding the privacy of refugees, their privacy in their data. So I believe that, like, in my committee, there were two problems. There was one where they said the biometric data, which is like your face and your fingerprints, should be stored on ID cards of every refugee instead of like biometric data systems in the computer, which is already there. Which on first glance, yes, like now it's harder to steal like from the computer, which is like the national hackings that are happening, that's solved. But you also get bigger problems because these are people who've lost their homes. So they're susceptible to sell their ID cards, which can lead to identity theft, and they can lose it, and in natural disaster, they can damage it. This makes it harder and slower to update the systems, which in turn leads to like a loss of time for the refugees to be placed in a country that makes them feel safe and they feel at home and they're provided with the proper like things that they need for survival, like food, shelter.
टाइगर का हुक्म
What an incredible recap. Day one truly reflected the spirit of diplomacy, collaboration, and critical thinking that defines this platform. Today's theme, Shaping Minds for a Sustainable Future, is not just a statement, it's a responsibility we all carry as young leaders. It is both an honor and a privilege to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, a nominee of the prestigious Padma Shri Award 2026, a recognition of exceptional service in the fields of science and engineering, Dr. K. Ramasamy. A name synonymous with excellence in agricultural science, Dr. Ramasamy is a distinguished agricultural scientist and a visionary leader who has dedicated over 3 decades to advance sustainable agriculture and scientific innovation. His work focuses on multiple fields such as agricultural biotechnology, environmental science, bioenergy, and natural farming, always driven by a commitment to creating practical and impactful solutions for farmers. He served with great distinction as the former Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, where his leadership marked a transformative era, modernizing agricultural education, establishing centers of excellence, and empowering generations of young agricultural leaders. He continues the lead in the academic front as the Chancellor of Karpagam University, an internationally accomplished scholar with advanced research experience from renowned institutions in Belgium and the United States of America. Dr. Ramasamy has seamlessly integrated global expertise with grassroots realities in India. His contributions to national policy planning, particularly in agricultural biotechnology, fertility irrigation, and biogas development, stand as a testament to his vision for a sustainable, self-reliant future. Beyond his remarkable achievements, he's a passionate advocate for sustainable agriculture and strongly believes in inspiring young minds to lead with responsibility, innovation, and purpose. In alignment with today's theme, Shaping Minds for a Sustainable Future, we are honored to be inspired by a personality of such distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome our guest speaker, Dr. K. Ramasamy, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Good morning to you all. I said good morning. World leaders should always reciprocate. எல்லோருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். See, this is a unique time that I am given an opportunity to interact with young brains. Most of the time, you are given an example of success stories. Unless and otherwise we assess the failures, which are taken as first step for your success. We have to analyze both positives and negatives. Let me give simple examples. What was this country in agriculture and education for the past 3,000 years? So we Tamil people started inscribing on wet soil. You might have traveled along the smooth coastlines where the waves always removes any ups and downs in the coastline. There you might have seen in the films, writing something and then erased by the waves. Then we wanted to inscribe to be read permanently on mostly the clay soil and then make it as a permanent one after kilning. A kilned pot had the inscriptions, which is taken as a model system even today from the archaeological investigations, starting from Sindhas Valley to the present Madurai district having 2 sites. Then we wanted to inscribe little bit, store and then read. So we went to the textiles and the leather. So these were also used. Whenever we used our textiles and leather, we could always read that one. It was rolled. In most of the films you might have seen, the kings always read the messages in a folded leather or cloth. Why I am saying all these things? After testing all these things, paper was invented in China. Inscriptions were made in China in the 3rd century itself. Only in the 7th and 8th century, we started using paper, leather, and textiles. Textiles are used even today for marriage invitations and other things. From leather and this, we moved a little bit to the inscriptions on stones. That is what is available in all the temples now. We take the inscriptions and then read it. Once we invented the paper, simultaneously we wanted to shift the, I'm not sure whether you know the Tamil terms as Samayam, schools. Today, all the schools and higher education is on organized land. Previously, it was in the open land under the tree, what we called as Guru Kulam. Single teacher will teach for up to graduate level. That was changed a little bit, and then we initiated 3 major schools upgraded to the universities. Just like you from the different states and different countries learning this for the leadership system, we had Nalanda University where 70% of the students were from the abroad. And then they came to Kanchipuram to learn about the Siddhas, Ayurveda and the Puranas, because Tamil language is the one which has 3,000 years of history, and we have a language still living among the 6 important languages. The only two surviving living languages are Chinese and Tamil. And Tamil is one language which is a ruling language in 7 countries. From India, Tamil is the only language used as national language in 7 countries. It may be a very small country or a large country, but still it is living with the same fervor where we started the Tolhapiyam. You can always use your smartphone, download the PDF of the Tolhapiyam, and you will see in the 102 page what is agriculture. Mayon Meya Maivarai Ulaham. So it is only 4 lands. The whole globe was divided in the Tamil land or Dravidian land into 4 land system. The Palay or the drought land was not included in our Tamil literature. It was included very late as Palay. So try to realize wherever water was available through the river system, our whole society lived along the river-based ecosystem. Whether it is Seine in Paris, whether it is Rhine in Germany, or Kaveri in Tamil Nadu, Gangetic Plains in the North India, the human life started along the banks of the river ecosystem. Even today it is live. So wherever land was available, water was available, naturally the photosynthetic system was available. Our food was prepared by the sunlight. Sunlight cleaving the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen, making it available to 19% in the atmosphere, because of which we live today. The oxygen comes from the photolytic cleavage of water. So once oxygen is used by us, the reducing power is used by the plants for fixing the carbon dioxide into food material. Whether it is grain, fruit, vegetable, or any synthetic activity is with the reducing power generated by splitting the water molecule. So this is the crux of the living ecosystem. Unfortunately, we give more importance to respiration, oxygen used in oxidation. Even the nanomaterials, silver oxide and all those things are coming under the oxidative molecules, whether it is metal or the hexose introduced sugar molecules. It is oxidation is given in the science the priority. Unfortunately, the reducing power is the one which gives the life process and productive synthesis. Say, for example, the ocean is covering 70% of the land area. What is happening there? It is the reducing power settled in the sea bottom, which gives the minerals and living support for the fishes, and the surface algal ecosystem maintains the dissolved oxygen level to 5.8 to 7.2. Below 5.8, no life will exist. So ocean has 5.2 oxygen level. And in the normal life, you and I need 10 milligrams per liter of oxygen. So these are some of the requirements for the life. And how this life process is manipulated and managed. Let me come to the food now. See, as I told, the education system was restricted for 5 universities, which is now 3 universities expanded to 1,420, deemed university, Nishi University, De Novo University, private university, and central private university, central university, central deemed university, state private university, state affiliated aided programs. So we call it as Navagraha. 9 is always successful in India. So 9 types of universities exist in India. This is the only country still having the affiliated system. All other countries have no affiliated system. Every institution has its own right to give the degree, whereas in India, we wanted to hold it somewhere with a partitioned, closed wall system as state-supported university, state-aided university, state-private university, and all those things. With all these things, you people are always caged in to get something different. As in any management system, everybody does the system, but somebody does the system in a different format or different system or processes. That's the reason why people are always successful. Among the private institutions, notable are Tata and TVS in Tamil Nadu. These two organizations always train their own offsprings, starting from the industrial floor cleaning to the managerial level. After training for 6 years in different levels, then they become directors, managing directors, and then chairpersons. Like that, you are given an opportunity. I'm really sorry to at least to accept that I'm not aware of your activities. I tried my level best. I could get only the two major institutions, the National Public School and the Public School. Tips and 10. When you are, who thought about all these things? Because in India, the school system has state syllabus and then the central syllabus. Combined this, you have the international syllabus and Cambridge syllabus, all these things. In the evaluation system also, it is not uniform. We have examination system, practicals, evaluation, and all those things. There is no continuous evaluation system as that of the Europeans. In Europe, you have up to 10th standard, then you move up to the colleges and universities for 4 years as the basic degree is always engineer. Even medical degree is also given as 5-year engineer degree. Then they give the MD, 2 years, 7 years degree. All these things in Europe is always government expenditure. That means up to 19 years, the government takes care of your education. There is no expenditure from the family. And for the family members below poverty line, medical help, educational life, and all. After 19, you have to earn your own money and you have to study in the university or anywhere. This system is not available in India because any good system we don't borrow. We always borrow and filter something. Say, for example, the term-based education. 3 terms, including the summer additional term, 4 terms in America. Okay, thank you. We introduced a term system, but still we follow the annual system of examination, evaluation, marking, and all those things. You have the 8 semester system for engineering. In medical also it is the same thing. For arts and science, we had only 6 semesters. But what is the new education policy says? They have brought in 4. You know how it is adopted? In most of the northern universities, 4-year degree is always the same 3-year degree. The final year is always for the employment. You can be given some institutional training, entrepreneur training, and then the business training. Kerala is the one state which has typically introduced the 4-year system following the success of agricultural system used in the globe. In all the countries, whether it is America land grant system, European system, or Indian system, it is always 8 semester system and it is always practical oriented, rural employment oriented system. Why this system is including the rural exposure? Because our country has 52% placement system, empowering work culture only in villages. Unfortunately, this country has spent more on manufacturing, export, and other things. And what they have done is that initially, when we got the independence, 33 crore was the population. For those 33 crore population, we had to expect 58% of the food from outside. And this 58% was given, 48% came from the PL Public Law 480, PL 480 system, where milk powder, wheat, and soy mass, soy provided the protein, and the carbohydrate was provided by wheat, and the milk was given for the kids by the milk powder. All these three things managed from 1947 to 1967. So this was the support from America. We survived on that. Once Subramaniam went as a central minister, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan became director of IARI, Indian Agricultural Institute, and the seed distribution was with M.V. Sivaraman. All the three were from Tamil Nadu. So the agriculture system was reoriented totally by the three. C. Subramaniam went as a visitor to SIMUN, Central Maize Research Institute in Mexico, where from he brought some seeds of wheat in his own pocket. You know, it is almost like smuggling. He brought, we tried, the dwarf gene was identified in that one. Then we started importing on a regular basis the dwarf gene wheat varieties. Having known that it produces more erect, it is not lodging, we introduced these genes to rice by our own scientist. One of the scientists was Ramaya, again a Tamilian in Coimbatore. Government botanist was the first variety released in India, GB24. It was a selection, dwarf variety. Why I am saying this one? In next 20 years, from 67 to 70, we became totally independent, self-sufficient in food production. So from 70 to 90, we had the higher production. From 90 onwards, we started exporting. Today, agricultural export contributes 17%. From the agriculture related activity, say for example, sugar, alcohol, molasses, that became sugar industry. From cotton, we had the textile industry. The textiles and formalized dress, it is exported totally in a textile industry, which contributes for 12% of our total export. But the larger income comes from the leather industry, that is 28%. So you add this 28%, 17% for the agricultural produce, textiles 13%. So calculate that up to 300 years back, India was the whole leader for the economic productivity, contributing 37% of the global economics. What were the contribution? Spices, textiles, and fragrance. Unfortunately, the fragrance has gone out. We have not concentrated on the fragrance. Only the Muslims even today produce the one in the normal activity. In every function, the crescent is inscribed on your forehead. It has a fragrance. It is produced locally. So, as young leaders, try to invest in fragrance, because all the raw material comes from India and Indian forest. If we concentrate on that one, we can contribute to 72 countries the elite manpower, elite food, processed food, and raw material for their own requirement. Say, for example, cholam in Tamil, and it is also cholam in English. It is white cholam produced in Maharashtra, is supplied to 7 West Asian countries for providing the basic roti. We prepare bread only with wheat, whereas West Asian countries produce bread with chola. Where we have missed is that you identify what is getting more price in the Western countries. Those produce we can produce, process, value add, and fix quality control. Only for the past 7 years, we have the right to fix the quality parameters for our chili, our pepper, our sombu, siragam, and then the agricultural produce, fruits and vegetables. Most importantly, pomegranate fetches the highest price among the fruits. We tried our level best in banana. Unfortunately, keeping quality was less. More than 7 days it is difficult, but we have circumvented that one. Today we are supplying to 14 countries the banana varieties, 10 varieties we are supplying it. Why I am saying all these things? There are certain untouched area. Please try to concentrate on that. Don't be following what is instructed to you. See, we are always giving you a wrong direction. All the academic system produces leaders, degree holders, but not employment-oriented system. The reason for that is we have borrowed the engines, machineries, which are 10-year-old from the Western countries. And we cannot think of machineries of new. Any academic program produce, think, evaluate, and then teach 10 years ahead. What will happen after 10 years? We have to teach you what is forthcoming. Unfortunately, what is successful is already known. And these things are spread, assessed as a known textbooks. The textbooks are what? Concept is known, the product is known, and the engineered product, what is available, is also known. Our teachers read this one, memorize and then vomit in your classrooms. You learn that one. So it is a known material, is recycled back for several years in Indian schools and universities. What you have to do is today, all of a sudden we introduced 4 years back computer science in the 6th standard for all students, even government schools. But today we wanted to go for AI. No problem. All the engineering colleges have several branches of computer science. But what will happen to your electricity? Who will manage your electricity? Who will manage your production, distribution, and then establishment? You know how many people read? It is only 260 people in Tamil Nadu read the electrical engineering. Go to the manufacturing, chemical engineering. How many factories are there? Tamil Nadu claims MSME 36,000 and then major industries 1,800. All these things are manufacturing industries, chemical based industries. Unfortunately, you are producing 1,200 candidates only for the chemical industries. Can we close all these industries? Can we close our electricity production system? Go to the civil. All of a sudden, this architecture has come in. They have almost taken away the civil construction and the civil engineering managing the dams, rivers, and the lift irrigation. We don't have engineers for that. You might have seen they are expecting 7,800 civil engineers. You see the advertisement. Come to the communication. All these mic, radio, and then TV. We have visual communication, only one course. All the others are not available. Why I am saying all these things? These are the future available employment. Only in India, education is taken for employment. You can see in all the papers, number one employer, this university is giving 10,000 employment, 8,000 employment, starting from 5 lakhs to 1.2 crores. Am I right or wrong? So these are false claims. How everybody can be number one? In the advertisement, everybody gives number one in the employment. And please take it from me, on an average for the past 50 years, 20% of our graduates are moving to other countries or they go for higher education within the country. So 20% means only 80% is available for employment. For this 80%, we are not giving 20% employment because for the past 15 years, no recruitment in the university, no recruitment in the colleges, no recruitment in the government. What they recruit is group 1, group 2, group 3. That's all. To manage the government system. All the others are only private engagements. It is always contractual teachers are employed. Please take, as youngsters realize, you rush for any school or colleges based on quality education, quality training. When you come out with all this quality training, what is the future available to you? When we claim that to fill your belly, you are getting the education. Are we compromising these two requirements? It is not happening in this country. So, as youngsters, think on those things, where to invest, how to progress, how to come out of these things. When you succeed in these requirements, we can think of the future planning. The future planning can be agriculture-oriented employment and value addition, for requiring export to 72 countries. For that, you have consulates in all those countries. You have science attaches in those countries, ambassadors for those countries. Collect what is required there. What is the type of quality and quantity they require. You start producing the requirements of that one. In that day, you will succeed. All your leadership qualities will be always polished, straightened for that one. Wish you all good luck. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your invaluable insights and thought-provoking perspectives. Audience, those who have queries, please raise your hands. Our volunteers will go around and hand over the mic. Thank you. As a token of gratitude, may I request Mr. Y. Raj Kumar, COO, to kindly present the memento to our esteemed guests. Thank you, sir. Any questions for our esteemed guests? Sorry, sir. Thank you very much. I don't think they have any.
Dr. Radhakrishnan used to say, after the lecture, they told us nothing is more.
Thank you, sir. With this, we conclude the Leadership Forum. Thank you all for your